3, 2, 1, go. And I can't.
Jefferson into the open field. No one's going to touch him. Mark it up. Touchdown, Sioux Falls.
40, the 30, and he is gone to the house. Touchdown, Tallahassee.
Tipped and picked off by Colin Douglas, who's going to take it back all the way.
A pass caught, first down. What a move! J.R. Sim, get out of here! The doctor is in for the touchdown!
SFL Nation, it is Monday night, and we have some SFL action for you per usual, and this time we got a quite incredible matchup for you as the Queen City Corsairs are here in Chicago at the Thunderdome to take on the Chicago Wildcats. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Andy Hamilton, and I have the Bronze Bomber himself, Matt Willson, along with me as we see these two great Eastern Conference teams do battle tonight. We will give you the game after the coin toss. Chicago comes into the game looking for a win to put them in the playoffs. Queen City at 8-1 has clinched their spot, but they are not finished. Queen City will be in white. Chicago will be in black. Here at the Thunderdome, the Corsairs choose tails for the kick. The coin is up and down. The ref looks at it, and Chicago will receive. put the ball on the tee. Corsairs to kick it wearing white. Chicago wearing black with the orange hats to return. And we are about to get underway on Monday Night Football. The kick is away. The return will come out across the 25. A.J. Barnes angles to the right side, breaks a tackle, and he'll go down at the 34. What a return from A.J. Barnes to set up Chicago.
Yeah, definitely great start for Chicago here on their first drive of the game.
So E.T. King will lead out the Chicago Wildcats, and what a season they have had, Matt.
Definitely. He needs to come up big in this game for them to have a decent shot at making the playoffs.
Chicago sits at 7-3, 4 wins in a row for the Wildcats, and they will look to continue that trend. On the first play from scrimmage, King will toss it out to Hawkins off the right. Hawkins a spin move, and he'll pick up 5 to the 39. A good swing out there for King on first down. King is under center. Hawkins the single back alone in the backfield, and King will throw it again back out to Hawkins on the right side. He only gets another yard there, and it'll be 3rd and 4 as his right foot stepped out of bounds on the boundary.
Yeah, unfortunately, he stepped out of bounds. He might have had the first down. Some interesting sets from Chicago, this full set starting the game. Maybe they saw something on film.
So now 3rd and 4. They'll give it to Hawkins again off the right side. Hawkins brought down an open field tackle for the Corsairs.
Thought he had it, but just couldn't slip away.
And it is going to be 4th and 2, and Chicago's first drive will end in a punt. So from the 42, Chicago will send it to Queen City, and the Corsairs will have their first chance at the ball. The kick is away. It'll be fielded at the 20 and returned for about a yard. The ball's on the turf.
Oh.
A muffed kick, and Chicago comes up with it.
Oh, man.
What a play for the Wildcats.
That is a huge momentum shift early in this game. Let's take a look at the replay here. He fields it. Looks like he's going up, and there, no doubt, that ball pops out before he hits the ground.
Memphis Blue was the return man. Chicago able to poke the ball free, and they will take over at the 19.
Well, he's definitely blue after that return.
Great field position for Chicago here, who will start out with a 3-receiver set. King to throw, dumps it across the middle, complete under pressure. What a catch there.
Looks like a dangerous throw, but he threaded it right between 2 defenders.
That's Davius
Reed.
Yeah, there you go. We'll say it at the same time. Davius Reed with the catch. The former Roughneck paid $2.5 million this season. He's only got 21 catches now on the year, but 2 of them are finding the end zone. King on first and goal will line up with 2 backs in the shotgun and throw. Short drop, plenty of time, delivers to the left side, and it's
nice
caught.
Grab. Aaron King with a nice grab there.
Touchdown, Aaron King. He's able to get the feet down. That was the more impressive thing to me. Some ET to Aaron action, and he's able to drag the feet, and Chicago's on the board 6-0.
Little swag there from Mr. King. And it's just the start Chicago was asking for. I mean, points off turnovers are key. You got to take advantage of them. So Queen City's got to get their head back on straight and have a good first drive.
So the snap is back. The kick is up and through. And it's now 7-0 Chicago with 8:54 left in the first. So Chicago will tee it up and kick. Last time Queen City tried to field a kick, the Wildcats were able to poke it out. Let's see if they are able to return this one. Blue is back and will receive it at the 10. He will bring it up across the 30, and he'll finally go down at the 31 as Chicago's able to wrap him up. And a injured player for the Wildcats early here, Trevor Driver, the backup tight end, is down.
Never good to see a man down on the ground like that. Hopefully he's okay.
Especially so early in this game. Chicago very well could have used him heading forward. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Corsairs. Let's look at the playoff implications for the game. The Wildcats need a win against Queen City, but can also clinch tonight with an Atlanta win over Carolina tomorrow night. So if Chicago is unable to get the victory here tonight, which would automatically put them in, they still have a chance to clinch a playoff berth this week. The handoff on first down is to Walsh, the star running back for the Corsairs, and he's able to pick up 4.
That's the man they got to get going. That's their offense right there. Also, Queen City clinches first place in the East if they win.
Yeah, the home field advantage obviously important as they try and get a road win. Potentially could be one of the last ones that they will have to play. The last one would be Baltimore next week at Old Bay Stadium if they were to lose. Or either way, they'll play that game. Sorry, Caswell to throw on second down is nearly picked off. A great job by Clint Hendershot, the former Carolina Skyhawk, to put a paw to that one. Caswell, 16 touchdowns, 17 interceptions on the season. Almost had another one there.
Just sitting in that zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, and nice deflection there.
Was a crossing route. A lot of receivers bunched up in one area. And with 8:17 left in the first quarter, Queen City will face a 3rd and 6 from the 35.
Getting them a little out of their comfort zone, 3rd and long. Let's see if they can convert this.
And Caswell to throw in the pocket. He threw and he delivers a first down throw. What a grab there as Queen City and T.E. Haynes III are able to pick up the first down.
That's what a quarterback has to do, stand in the pocket in front of great pressure. He gets whacked, just killed, but delivers a strike.
Kanye Rockefeller was in on the coverage and was able to push Haynes out right as he caught it, but unable to prevent a first down catch, and Queen City has a fresh set of downs at the 49. Caswell will be under center, 2 backs in the backfield as Walsh is flanked with a fullback to his right, and they'll give it to him on that right side. Walsh will pick up 9 on a strong carry on first down.
He knows what to do. Find the open space, lower the shoulder, get as many yards as possible.
And that's, pretty much the...
Jeez, look at that hole. I could drive through that one.
Right, that's pretty much the best play you could ask for on first down. You can kind of do anything with this second down because with Walsh, you're going to pick up that 3rd and 1 if you don't convert on this play here. They will give it to Walsh on the right side. A stretch play. Walsh able to pick up the first down, and not much more than that. A.J. Barnes, the gold safety, coming up to make the play there at the 38.
Such great vision by Walsh to bounce that outside where nobody was and pick up the first.
Yeah, I think that was a designed stretch play, but Walsh is able to go beyond the blocks and pick up the first down to the 38. 4 receivers are out for Caswell. Walsh, the lone man in the backfield. 4 down linemen for Chicago. Caswell will stand in the pocket and throw, and it's tipped incomplete. What a play.
Nice zone coverage there by Bursey?
Yeah, I think that was Brandon Vesey. Vesey able to get the hand to it and prevent what would have been an easy catch on the sideline. And Caswell will now have to face 2nd and 10.
This is more what Chicago's looking for. Limit those big first down carries.
4-3 look for the Wildcats as they put 7 in the box. They'll give it to Walsh. Walsh, good blocking. Down the right side, and Hendershot hits him high and takes him down at the 27, but not before Walsh can get the first down.
Tremendous blocking by the line. Let's take a look at this again. Yep, fullback clear out. Good blocking by one of the backup wide receivers, and that was just easy.
Walsh, 1,800 yards on the season. and 17 rushing touchdowns, is one of the best backs in the league, if not the best, but I'm sure there could be some arguments had about where he ranks in the league. Caswell to throw, shifts in the pocket, throws, and was a little behind the receiver, and he's unable to bring it up. A nice play there by Espen Royale, the former Queen City Corsair himself.
First I thought a sack, then I thought a pick, but nope, neither. So I guess it was a good job to get rid of the ball, not take that negative yardage.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 27. Caswell changes the play at the line and will throw. He'll throw the out route, and it's caught and brought down there. Kanye Rockefeller on the tackle as he hits Haynes III again.
Was that a completion? He didn't even gain a yard. I can't believe it.
They're going to say he caught it and went down right. I'm sorry. It wasn't a completion. It looks like they will say he was out of bounds. It looked like he was inbounds to me.
Yeah, it looked like he would have gained 2 or 3, but that's why I was questioning it.
Caswell will line up with no back in the backfield and throw. Firing down the middle, and it's complete there. I believe that's Haynes again down to the 7. If he says, if you're not going to give me those 5 yards, I'll take 15 down the middle. What a throw and catch on the slant route. Slant routes are all about timing, and they had some perfect timing there.
There was just a real soft spot in the middle of that zone. Just does what he has to do. I'm smelling some Kyle Walsh time right here. 1st and goal.
The big man is 2nd in the league for yards, and they will give it to him, and he's shut down. What a hit!
Take that. Number 55 just destroyed Tillis.
Brett Tillis, the outside linebacker, came in and walloped him.
That's one way to stop that.
A huge hit, and now it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. Caswell, a QB sneak, and he's shut down.
Great disciplined defense by Chicago.
Don't usually see that.
Espen Royale with a nice tackle there.
Don't usually see that with Caswell, but he was able to bust off one there and make it a more manageable 3rd and goal from the 6. Down by 7, Caswell in the shotgun, high snap, he's going to run with it, and he doesn't get there. It'll be 4th and goal, a goal line stand from the Wildcats.
Guess who? Espen Royale again.
I talked to Shan Varner, I would say probably a week ago, and one of his frustration points for the season was how he was struggling to get Espen Royale involved, and that tackle there and this goal line stand was one way to really get him going early in this game.
I don't know about that call. I saw that similar formation. I'm like, nah, they're not going to run him again. Got to protect your quarterback a little bit, especially when you have such a great running back as Walsh.
The field goal is up and through. It'll be 3-7. Queen City down by 4 will kick it back to Chicago, who really had 2 first opening drives, and they will see what they can do with it on their 3rd chance on offense.
To me, that's a win for Chicago. 1st and goal, and you don't allow a touchdown. Great.
Yes, a very quality play from the Wildcats defense, and now they give their offense back the ball with the lead still. Barnes will return out across the 25, a penalty flag, and he puts the ball on the turf, and Queen City recovers.
Oh, boy.
Both teams have the case of the drops, but we'll see what the penalty is. It is a hold. I believe that's on Chicago, and so that won't help the Wildcats as the Queen City Corsairs will decline. Here's a second look at the muff.
Got caught in that spin and just got popped.
Was number 25 who came across and
Blake Hamrick.
No, that would be 25 for Chicago. You're looking for 25 for Queen City, and it's not marked on my sheet, so I'm not 100% sure who that was. Maybe a player signed off the practice squad. Either way, it's a 1st down for Queen City deep in Chicago territory. Caswell to throw, hits the open man. Down the left sideline, Haynes picks up the 1st down before getting rocked by the Rockefeller.
Ouch. Might have to collect his teeth after that hit.
That was a huge smack right in the forehead. But a nice run by T.E. Haynes III getting that yak. And from the 16, that'll be first and 10. Snap back. Caswell delivers. Tipped and nearly picked off. And it's going to fall to the turf. That was Barnes who almost got two hands on it.
Got to give Chicago credit. They've been playing some great zone defense for the most part, except for that one long one by Haynes.
Yeah, you got to imagine that if Chicago can get the stand going here, that's got to be a huge boost to their defense. Caswell will line up with 4 receivers and Walsh alone in the backfield. Chicago loads the box with 8. Caswell floats one, end zone, touchdown! Memphis Blue collects and gets the feet down in bounds for 6.
I just said how good they were playing zone defense, then whoops.
That looks like a one-handed grab, too.
Got behind it. Hamrick, I believe, this time, and just made a nice catch.
An incredible play there, as they are able to find the end zone and take the lead. It's going to be 9-7 with the extra point pending that could put Queen City up by 3. That one is through. It is 10-7 Queen City with 3:38 left in the first quarter of play.
All right, everybody. 2 hands on the ball. No more fumbles. We don't need another situation.
So Queen City will kick off. Barnes to return. Going to try and probably make up for his error. He will bring it out from the 10. Barnes will cross the 20-yard line, angle to the left, spin move, Barnes into the open field, breaks another tackle, and down he goes at the 40. What a carry by Barnes to kind of make up for the muff.
Well, he wasn't afraid of spinning again, and this time it paid off.
It doesn't put points back on the board, but it will set Chicago up with good field position.
Yep. Whoop. Zoop. Spin, spin, spin.
King will lead his team to the line, the third drive for the Wildcats, and they will start with a split back, 3-receiver spread. It was all Deion Hawkins earlier, and they'll give it to him again on first down, and he's shut down in the backfield. No gain there. Brought down by number 54, Alex Cross. Handoff, right side, Hawkins a spin move. Hawkins with a blocker in front of him gets taken down after a pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5, so 3rd manageable for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they're going with that heavy look again. I thought it might be a screen, but this time they run with it.
King having a good game for himself so far. 132.3 is the rating through the first quarter. He will hand it to Hawkins again. Hawkins up the gut, picks up the first down, and dives forward to the 45 before the Corsairs can wrestle him to the turf.
You show a little power in that play? I'll have to watch the replay. It looked like he trucked somebody.
Might have. It was a good blocking scheme there, and yep, it looks like he put one guy to the turf.
Just kept the feet churning away.
Four receivers now split out, 3 to the top of the screen. Hawkins alone, offset to the left. 5 men in the box for the Queen City Corsairs. They'll give it to Hawkins, who shut down at the line of scrimmage. That one was going nowhere.
Huh. Interesting play design. They show a really 4 wide there, and looked like a good running situation, but didn't develop.
And per the usual in this game is littered with former Skyhawks. Avery King was the one who made that tackle for the Corsairs. King in the shotgun will drop to throw. Delivers the corner route, and it's caught there by number 84. Alex Zeli, another former Carolina Skyhawk, makes the snag, and Chicago has themselves a first down in Queen City territory.
Nice grab, and boy, 20 couldn't get the number. 20 just went flying.
Yeah, that is Michael Spurgeon. The other thing that we have in this game is the two Spurgeon brothers, Maurice and Michael, playing safety for Queen City for Michael and Chicago for Maurice. Those two gentlemen have had quite the battles in their former days, and Maurice is also a former Carolina Skyhawk. King will hand it to Hawkins off the left side, and the Queen City defense is all over Deion Hawkins here, and that'll back him up for a loss of 1.
And that play was doomed from the beginning. They were in the backfield and just got what he could.
2nd and 11 from the 29. Time continues to roll here as we get closer to the end of the first quarter. King is in the shotgun and will throw. Queen City close to getting to him. He delivers down the field, and it's caught for a touchdown. Aaron King finds the end zone again. The king-to-king connection is royalty, and Chicago adds 6 more.
And then throwing the ball off the upright there. Very nice.
Well, usually it's E.T. doing the throwing, Aaron doing the catching. Aaron will flip it around a little bit and do a little throw of his own.
That's a strike. That's just beautiful.
Chicago retakes the lead 13-10.
That's a nice bounce-back drive after that fumble for Chicago. They couldn't just sulk and let Queen City get the ball again with no points scored.
35 seconds remain in the first quarter, and the kick is up and through. 14-10. Chicago leads by 4. And so far, Matt, we got a little bit of a shootout on our hands.
Gotta love a good shootout.
Here at... Oh, sorry, excuse me. Go ahead.
Just, high drama, high stakes, so might as well go for it.
No doubt. At the Thunderdome in Chicago, it's 14-10. As Queen City will get the ball back here and will most likely start the second quarter after a play or two from scrimmage. The return from blue will come out across the 25 and go down there at the 27, and that is where Queen City will start their next drive.
Nothing too exciting there, but probably just happy it wasn't a fumble for now.
Yeah, if you can hold on to the ball, that's a positive.
Settle down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 27, 30 seconds left in the first quarter, so this very well might be the last play. 6 men in the box for Chicago, trying to slow down Kyle Walsh, who stands alone in the backfield, offset to the left. They'll give it to him up the gut. Walsh will pick up 3 before Chicago wrestles him to the ground.
Again, 3 is a win, I think, for Chicago on first down. If you could limit him to 3 or under, I'd say you're doing well for yourself.
Yeah, just trying to stack the box.
And they go shotgun, so this should be interesting.
Snap back, Caswell to fire, down the field, it's caught! What a grab by Chris Curtis!
Sliding grab, I think. I was a nice throw and catch the other way. They sent everyone. Yep. Ooh.
That will take us to the end of the first. Queen City has the ball back and are driving, but Chicago leads here at the Thunderdome in Chicago. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Matt. 14-10, Chicago over Queen City, but Queen City now on the Wildcats side of the field. 11 minutes back on the clock in the second, and the handoff will go to Walsh up the middle, and he's shut down. Kyle Walsh denied yardage by Owens and the Wildcats defense. Here is the handoff. Walsh will pick up another 5 or 6 yards, and he'll go down to the 39.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like that draw, but picked up some good yards that time.
3rd and 3 from the 39. They're going to need to make it to the 36. There are 7 men in the box for Chicago, 4 of them on the line. They'll stunt. Caswell delivers left side, caught. T.E. Haynes the third collects another pass, and the Corsairs are down to the 22.
Nice catch by Haynes. We see here Caswell.
Nice.
Oof, doesn't get much prettier than that.
Nice spiral, yeah. Rockefeller is the one they're picking on in the secondary so far tonight. And at the 22, it's a new set of downs for the Corsairs, who are only down by 4. The crowd in Chicago is giving it to them. 1st and 10, 9:37 and ticking here in the second quarter of play. 4-3 look for the Wildcats. They'll shift, showing blitz from the outsides. They'll back out of it. Caswell swings it out to Walsh on the right. Walsh past the 20 to the 18, and he'll go down there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4-yard pickup for Walsh out of the backfield. Blake Hamrack, the UPS driver by day, Chicago Wildcat cornerback by night, makes the tackle on the league's second-best running back for yardage. Caswell to throw. Late blitz off the right side from Chicago. They'll swing it to Walsh, who will pick up the first down to the 11. From the 11, Matt, with Walsh in the backfield, are you throwing or running?
I'm running here. No need to risk it. Just run it and see what you got on first down.
They'll go strong ISO. Chicago will put men on the weak side of the line and then shift back. 4-3 look for them. They'll give it to Walsh off the right side with a blocker in front of him. Walsh bounces outside, and Barnes closes and makes the tackle at the 5. That one looked dangerous.
Could have scored there, but like I said, run it first down. Now you've got a very manageable second.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just call his number again.
2nd and 3 from the 5. 8 minutes to play here in the second. Goal line look from the Wildcats. They'll spell it out to Walsh, who waltzes in. 16-14, Queen City regains the lead.
Nice statement run there by Walsh, spiking it. Saying, who's the man? I'm the man.
Excuse me. 16-14 Corsairs on top. 8:01 left in the second. And they will try and add the extra point to extend it to a 3-point difference. Snap was low and off to the right. It's blocked! Chicago gets a hand to it. The extra point won't go through, and that very well could be the difference in the game.
Well, they put a damper on those plans.
The snap was low and off to the left, and Chicago's line was able to break through. Every once in a while, you'll get a close kick like that. That time, the Corsairs could not get it off, and now they only lead by 2.
That's big. 3 points now. Gets you the lead, but I'm sure Chicago wants more than that.
Barnes to return out across the 25. A spin move into some traffic, and he'll go down at the 32. Barnes continues to be electrifying in the return game.
Damn.
Ooh, careful there, Matt. 1st and 10 from the 32. Chicago now with the ball. And they will start in a strong I, and they will give it to Hawkins on the right side. Hawkins won't be able to get through the first set of tackles. Avery King, the outstanding linebacker for the Corsairs, makes the tackle. Second and 10, as some of these run plays for Chicago just aren't working.
Yeah, they're trying to do too much with this full set. It's not working out so far, except for the screens.
King will throw it. Plenty of time. Delivers deep route left side. Caught down the left sideline. Alex Zeli. Touchdown Chicago. No one's going to touch him. The Wildcats strike on the left side on I believe, a fade route. There goes that man. And the crowd is loving it as Chicago just beats up on that Queen City secondary that we were talking about before the game, Matt. They actually have played very well for not having any star cornerbacks. Mick Weimer there, though, unable to make the play on Alex Zeli, and Chicago is back on top as we have another shootout going here in the Eastern Conference.
Well, that field or the extra point block earlier, now they have a 4-point lead, so that could play dividends later in the game.
So it's 21-16. Chicago on top of Queen City by 5. Chicago kicks. Memphis Blue to return. He's muffed one kick so far. He'll bring it out from the 8 across the 25. Shifts a little bit, and we'll get to the 29, when that's where Caswell will lead the team back out. Well, everything was going according to plan until they tried the extra point, and that got blocked, and now it's thrown a wrench in everything. It's now a 5-point difference instead of a 4-point difference.
This has been a game of just big plays and turnovers.
Handoff, Walsh up the middle, and he's put down. What a hit. Brett Tills on the tackle, and that generic just put Kyle Walsh to the turf.
Yeah, Kyle's been getting whacked. Hopefully that doesn't affect him later in the game, but he's a tough guy. I think he'll be all right.
7 in the box again for Chicago. They'll give to Walsh, right side, and he's drugged down. No yards, and it'll be 3rd and 7 for Queen City. Tills again in on the tackle.
Chicago's doing very well defensively. Let's see what they have up their sleeves in this 3rd down.
6:23 and counting. Caswell under center, changes the play at the line. Spell backs in the backfield. He'll throw. Looking on the out route, got Haynes. Haynes dives for the line, and they'll give it to him.
Ooh.
Hendershot and Rockefeller stood him up, and they're going to say he got the first down. This could be our first challengeable play of the game.
It was very, very close.
I thought in real time he might have been a little bit short, but Shan Varner seems to think that it's all right, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 39. (21-16), Chicago on top, 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Caswell, quick drop, quick throw, right side. Chris Curtis has got it for 5. Or excuse me, that's Memphis Blue, sorry.
Too bad he fell over. He had lots of yards ahead, but still keeping the drive alive. 5 yards is 5 yards.
Yeah, in a game like this, I'll take the 5.
Yeah.
Strong eye, 7 in the box for Chicago. Cornerbacks backed way off the receivers. You could get a speed outs in here real quick. Instead, they'll go stretch play. Left side, Walsh puts one man to the turf and then is smacked in the face. A.J. Barnes leaving his feet to lay the hit on Kyle Walsh.
Walsh gets tattooed again, but gets the first down. Yeah, you're right. They're playing so far off. When he hits the outside, there's not a lot of guys there. They got to play catch-up.
Maurice Spurgeon was unable to bring him down, and so they have to rely on Barnes to make the tackle. And now the Corsairs are down to the 49. Another strong eye for them. Chicago puts 8 in the box this time. The corners are still backed way off. The Wildcats show blitz off the top of the formation. They'll back out of it. Caswell throws the corner route. It's tipped. Blake Hamrick has his hands on it, but can't bring it in.
Well,
That was close. The former Skyhawk trying to pick off A.J. Caswell, working on Chris Curtis there. He had 2 chances at it, 3 maybe. Hit him in the face mask.
Almost 4 if he reached behind him, but good coverage, but man, that would have been big.
When as a quarterback, you got to kind of pee your pants a little bit when you see the receiver or the cornerback batting it around back there.
That has never happened to me, I swear.
6 in the box for Chicago. Caswell in the shotgun will throw. Good protection. Finally under some pressure. Throws intercepted on the left-hand side. And A.J. Barnes stepped right out of bounds. It would have been a pick 6 had he been able to corral his feet and stay on balance.
Well, there's that turnover I was waiting for, but they needed, and boop.
Yeah, and he would have had
double covered.
Blake Hamrack would have escorted A.J. Barnes via the hip to back ratio all the way to the end zone, but Barnes was unable to maintain his balance and he fell out of bounds. So Chicago has the ball back at the 41. Plenty of time on the clock before the half. They did get the ball to open the game. Queen City will get the ball out of the break. King in the shotgun. 2 will flank him. He's got good time, good protection. Delivers down the field. Wide open man down the field. It's King again. And Chicago strikes quickly. King to King. I believe that's the 3rd one of the game. E.T. delivers. Aaron catches and puts the goods in the end zone as the Queen City Corsairs are getting torched by the Wildcats' arm.
Now the generic corners look like they're getting roasted a little bit tonight. We'll see if that continues.
Shan Varner, the former offensive and defensive coordinator, starting his expansion franchise this season in Chicago. I know he puts lots of work in and week out. And so far tonight, it's paying off as Chicago leads 28-16 as we have kind of our first separation in tonight's contest. The last time these two teams met, they were at Compro Field in Buffalo, and it was 37-13, Queen City over Chicago. Now in Week 11, Chicago has made the adjustments and leads with 4:40 left in the second quarter of play. Memphis Blue to return past the 25. He'll get to the 26, and with 4:36 left to go, Queen City will send their offense back out. First and 10, Caswell out of the under center will throw again. Lane gets a hand on that one, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 at the 26. Caswell under center. 3 receivers top of the screen. Walsh in the backfield. Caswell to throw. Under pressure. Delivers. Left side. Caught by Haynes. He'll pick up 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. Third and 4 from the 33. Throw from Caswell. Flag on the play, but he delivers a nice ball there. Down the middle to the 33. It's a good catch across midfield, but we'll have to check the flag.
Neutral zone infraction, number 98.
Oops.
The neutral zone infraction will give Queen City free yards. And And so now it'll be 1st and 10 at the 49 as we break 4 minutes to go before the half. Queen City under center will give it to Walsh. Walsh bounces it outside but won't get further than the line of scrimmage. Hamrack there to pile him up. Six men in the box for Chicago on 2nd and 10. Walsh in the backfield. They'll give it to him on the right side. Blockers in front of him. He will take it down to the 43. A 6-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and 4. So far, Walsh not doing too much, but keeping the Queen City Corsairs in this game. 4-3 look for the Wildcats. Weak eye, Caswell to throw, pumps once and down he goes. The pressure got to him on the short drop, and it'll be 4th down Queen City with time stopped at 2:44. The kick is away. Barnes to return will take it to the 13. And with 2:36 left in the half, it'll be 1st and 10. Snap back, handoff Hawkins, left side. Hawkins, a spin move, will take the ball to the 15. It'll be 2nd and 7, a 3-yard pickup for Dion Hawkins and the Wildcats, who lead 28-16. A 12-point difference in the game. But Chicago has time to extend that lead. Let's see if they take the play before the 2-minute warning. They will. It'll be a handoff to Hawkins, right side, and he's shut down. I believe that's Michael Spurgeon coming up to make the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and 8. 2-minute warning passed. All teams have all their timeouts. Nothing has been spent. 4 down linemen for Queen City. 3 receivers spread out. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll give it to Hawkins up the middle. Hawkins sprints forward and picks up the 1st down, bursting through the hole. Dion Hawkins, one of his best runs of the night. First and 10. Handoff, left side, Hawkins. Down the left sideline, got a little bit of room, picks up the 1st down to the 36. Chicago electing to go with a run offense here, but it seems to be working so far for them. Chicago to throw, dumps it off to Hawkins, has a little bit of room on the right side, and he will step out of bounds at the 45. 55 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 1. Matt Willson having a little bit of technical issues. We will try and get him back at the half. So from the 45, Chicago will now face 2nd and a yard as they will try and get over the midfield stripe. Still have all 3 timeouts in Shan Varner's back pocket. They will throw. Dump off. Hawkins, left side, shut down. Avery King lays the hit to him, and it'll be 3rd and 3. Chicago, not wanting to spend a timeout if they're not over midfield, will hurry to the line. King takes the snap, drops to throw, delivers. Hawkins, under pressure, down he'll go, out of bounds. And with 37 seconds left, the clock stops, and Chicago will have to kick it back to Queen City. Punter stands and delivers from the 32. The kick is brought down at the 16, and returned to the 19. As Memphis Blue can't get much further than that, Queen City's offense will have 29 seconds and 3 timeouts to work with, and have struggled so far this evening through the air. Three nickel look from the Wildcats. They're looking to triple Memphis Blue up on the top. They'll hand it to Walsh. Walsh with blockers. Walsh down the left side, down to the 33, and now Queen City will go hurry up. 18 seconds and ticking. Caswell hands and delivers to Walsh. Walsh with blockers down the left sideline. Kyle Walsh across the 50 to the 48, and the Corsairs continue to go hurry up despite having 3 timeouts. Caswell will finally burn one with 3 seconds left, and Queen City will look to possibly throw a Hail Mary. There is a look at Eric Barkley, one of the more decorated coaches in SFL history. So with 3 seconds left, Queen City will line up to try and attempt a Hail Mary. Caswell will drop to throw. Chicago puts pressure on him, and down he goes, and that will end the first half. Chicago leads 28-16. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to the Thunderdome in Chicago. Andy Hamilton here along with Matt Willson. Matt, Chicago has come out in this first half and has played impeccable.
Yeah, their defense is really doing a great job. They need to just keep doing what they're doing and limiting Walsh. If you limit Walsh, I think good things will happen for you.
So Chicago tees it up and kicks it away. Queen City will return. Memphis Blue is the one who's going to take it. He will bring it out to the 29, and that is where the Corsairs will set up shop here. Still down by 12.
Got some work to do. Plenty of time. Just like run your normal offense, but we'll see if Chicago continues to shut down Walsh. Might have to change a few things up.
10:57 on the clock. 3 seconds have ticked off. Chicago will put 8 in the box for this one. Queen City spreading them out. Snap back. Caswell hands to Walsh. Walsh up the middle will pick up 7. A good carry to start off the second half by Kyle Walsh.
Yeah, that's more what Queen City's looking for on first down.
Kyle shows off the power up the gut and will move the ball to the 36. And that's kind of the one thing Chicago has to worry about is Walsh wearing them down on some of these tackles. They'll put 7 in the box again to defend against the 6 linemen as well as 2 backs in the backfield. They'll give it to Walsh. Walsh will take it off the left side, puts one man to the turf, and will push forward. Hendershot takes him down at the 41.
That's the danger with Walsh, one-on-one. You got to gang tackle that man. One-on-one, he'll make some guys look silly, and he just push that man right to the ground.
In the Western Conference tilt that's going on at the same time, Alaska and Sioux Falls are tied at 17, as well as Tallahassee is tied with St. Louis 10-10 in the third quarter. Walsh here gets stood up and taken down in the backfield at the 38, and it'll be 2nd and 13.
More good Chicago defense.
Brett Tills all over the place.
Yep. Look at that. That's a nice tackle. Got to tackle in the middle of the body. Don't go too low. Don't go too high. Just and hang on for dear life.
Yeah, really well done. And Barnes was coming up for the kill shot if Tills hadn't have taken him down. 2nd and 13. Queen City kind of in a throwing necessary formation here. Walsh, the lone man in the backfield. Still 4 down linemen. The Wildcats bring all of them. Throw out on the boundary to Blue is caught, and it'll be 3rd and 9.
Small gain, still advantage Chicago defense. Now they just have to play that solid zone coverage on third.
Yeah, it does give you a more manageable 3rd down, though, which is positive.
Yes, definitely.
Caswell alone in the shotgun. 6 in the box for Chicago. They will rush 4. Caswell throws. Middle of the field. Caught that's Chris Curtis down to the 25.
That's what you don't want to happen. In the middle of the field, it seems a little soft.
And just when the Corsairs needed it, they were able to find Chris Curtis on the slant, and then he bopped back outside for some yards after the catch, trying to get away from A.J. Barnes.
Almost had it. That's why I paid Barnes the gold money. He's your last line of defense.
1st and 10 at the 25. Queen City knocking on the door here to start the second half of play. They'll give it to Walsh off the right side. Walsh tries to, that's not Walsh, that's the backup.
Well, whoever it was, his own old lineman got pushed back into his face, and that resulted in that loss or no game.
Todd Mack there, the backup running back, he's had some breakout games when I've been on the calls. I remember one distinctly where he had at least 1, if not 2 touchdowns in a game. Caswell in the shotgun will throw on 2nd and 10, and he's going to get sacked. Chris Sinariski gets in the backfield and brings him down for a loss of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 17 from the 32.
Chicago's been getting some decent pressure all night long. That's one of the few times they've gotten to Caswell. He's made some great passes, but this is right where you want him. Tight set.
Caswell to throw on 3rd and long. He'll deliver right side. Diving catch made.
Oh.
Chris Curtis, the man himself, a diving attempt, and that's some gold to silver action, and you gotta love it, Matt.
That is a pretty diving out, laying yourself out, you're going to get a little hurt there on the line on the turf, but it's worth it.
So now they will need 4 yards to get in the end zone. Handoff, left side, Walsh to the pylon, got it!
That man has never-ending moving legs. Just when you think you've got him, nope.
So for as much as Chicago's been able to shut him down tonight, Kyle Walsh finds his way into the end zone, and the Corsairs cut back into the Wildcats' lead. (22-28), a 6-point difference. They're trying to make it 5 here with the extra point, and they will line up for it. The hold will go down at the 9. They've had 1 block tonight. Chicago special teams putting in work, and they're actually been pretty busy. This snap is a little high. The kick is off and through, and so it'll be 23-28 Chicago.
Got that kind of odd score from the blocked extra point, so it'll be interesting to see how Chicago comes out on this drive, and even a field goal puts them up 8. So
yeah, Chicago definitely controls their own destiny here, but they're going to want to get the offense going if they're going to try and keep this game from getting out of hand. Kick is away. Return will come from the 9. Barnes will bring it out across the 25. A spin move. He really loves that spin move, doing it 2 or 3 more times just for show. And at the 29, the Wildcats will bring out the offensive unit.
I'm Chicago. I don't know. This dinking and dunking stuff didn't work for me the last drive. I'm going deep. It's been working all night long for the most part.
Well, we know you like bombs, Matt, but that doesn't mean you got to throw it deep every time. But I do agree with you in this scenario. 1st and 10 from the 29. King will throw. 7-step drop. Moves in the pocket. Delivers. Tip nearly picked off. Michael Spurgeon got a hand to it, and King was looking for Shan Varner, the tight end.
Almost ate my words there that I gotten picked.
Well, that was a dink and dunk, in my opinion. Only a 9-yard throw.
They're playing close up on the line. That's when you just got to have your guy just go. Run past. Just run straight. Throw it deep. See you in the end zone.
And now they're going to bring out the big boys, and they're definitely looking to run it. 5 on the line for Queen City. And they'll hand it off to Hawkins, left side. Hawkins with a blocker escorting him, shakes one and dives for the first down marker. It doesn't get there. They'll mark him short.
I thought he had it. Maybe a challenge coming. I don't know.
Really? I thought he was short.
Thought he might have extended the ball past the line, but
I thought he was just an inch short. But either way, it'll be 3rd inches because it doesn't look like Shan's going to challenge that one. They'll come out in the same formation though. Only needing a yard, and it's offside. They'll pick up the first down. They'll give it to Hawkins off the left side. He'll pick up a little bit more than 5, though, so you might as well decline that penalty.
Yeah, definitely. Give your guy some stats, too.
There's a look at the Chicago skyline. Gotta love that coming outside of the dome. Alaska has taken the lead 24-17 over Sioux Falls, another SFL action.
I might have a little vested interest in that game.
Oh, well, you got a little bit of a vested interest in this one too, Matt.
Oh, no doubt.
Well, and we got a shootout on our hands, apparently. Especially if Chicago can't find their way to a scoring drive here. 1st and 10 from the 45, still on their own side of the field. 2 receivers split out and a tight end on the downside of the line. King will throw. 7-step drop. Good protection. Delivers, and it's picked off. Coming back down the field. Eat your words, Matt Willson. Queen City has the ball.
They ran that max protect. The running back and the fullback both were blocking, and he still couldn't find. I don't know what he was looking at there. Let's see.
Well, he was looking at Greg Morrison. He was trying to hit Zeli, and Morrison steps right in front of it and takes that one away. And the only thing I got to say, Matt, is try not to chew on air.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, I figured it would tasted sour. Queen City has the ball back down by 5, 6:13 left in the third, and they got the ball at their own 48. 4 down linemen for Chicago. Caswell swings it out. Bobble picked off.
Oh.
Chicago's bringing it down the right side. Clint Hendershot rumbling, stumbling. Big boy's got an escort to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
See you later.
Oh my gosh, disaster for the Corsairs as the former Skyhawk Clint Hendershot, the outside linebacker, takes it down the right sideline for the touchdown.
Wasn't the prettiest run I've ever seen, but points is points. Ooh, should have had it.
Reminds me of Clowney down the right sideline in the Bengals game. It was embarrassing for me, but this one is good for the Wildcats. 6 points as they extend their lead on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, big throw, pick 6, same diff. Just tasting better.
Yeah, it just doesn't make the stat line look good, does it?
It does for the defense.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Extra point coming to make it 35-23. 6 minutes left to play in the third. Kick is up and through. 35-23. Wildcats on top here at home with 6:03 left to go in the third quarter of play.
You know, Walsh has been effective, but he hasn't broken one of those big home run shots, and they're making Queen City, I think, throw a little more than they'd like, and you're seeing the results.
Caswell having a frustrating night from the throwing position. Walsh is, like you said, I agree, not had a great game, but he's done what he's needed to do so far, and now they're going to need him to break off one of those big runs. Memphis Blue will bring it out across the 25, and he'll get bottled up at the 30, and that is where the Corsairs will come back out onto the field. 5:59 left in the third. Still plenty of time, though, to get back into this one.
For sure, for sure. Let's see if that they can get Walsh going a little bit more. Let's see if he can break off one of his patented long runs.
Well, and Matt, you're the comeback kid who's used to throwing deep touchdowns at the end of games, so I don't think this is anything too far out of Caswell's reach.
Well, they're not going to run the ball here.
Nope, Caswell delivers. Out route caught. What a catch. Chris Curtis drags the feet after picking up 4, and that guy has had quite the game as a receiver.
Yeah, you can't complain about his effort. He's giving it all he's...
There's a look at T.E. Haynes III, kind of been the big play guy. Chris Curtis has kind of been the spell to that. And then Memphis Blue doing the dirty work down short for the Corsairs. Caswell in the shotgun. 2 backs will flank him. High snap. Stands in the pocket. Good protection. Throws right side. Tipped away. Blake Hamrack puts a hand to it.
Yep, they haven't had much luck throwing to the sidelines. A little bit here and there. It's more towards the middle of the field that they've found their opportunities. 3rd and
6. And there's a look at nothing. What a picture there. Ah, there we go. We'll cut back.
It's a beautiful night. What are you talking about?
Not a cloud in the sky. So Chicago
mismatch here. You got the
Chicago puts 8 in the box. Caswell will throwing deep corner route, got a man down the left sideline. Rockefeller is the last man who has a chance, and he'll bring him down, saving a touchdown. But T.E. Haynes III on the far sideline was wide open.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there. I just saw that was a huge mismatch. They definitely took advantage.
Yeah, Chicago loaded the box on 3rd and 6, and Queen City had a... if I had to fathom a guess, I would say Haynes was not the only wide open man on that throw.
Now, if Caswell let him a little more, that's 6. He had to come back for it a little bit, but still a nice job from Queen City. Take advantage of that.
Rockefeller, the touchdown-saving tackle, will bring up 1st and 10 at the 23. 5 minutes good to go in the third. They will finally give it to Walsh off the left side, and Hendershot, who had the touchdown, will wrestle him down at the 19.
Again, just solid, limiting him to 3 yards a carry. That's good defense.
Yeah, that's a win for the defensive unit for Chicago. But they got to keep it up here, especially in the red zone. 2nd and 7. 2 backs in the backfield. 3 receivers split out. 2 to the bottom of the screen. Caswell to throw. Moves up in the pocket. Delivers down the middle, and it's caught to the 2. Chris Curtis, another huge grab.
That man's hungry. They blitzed, and yeah, Caswell took advantage of that.
Well, and Caswell tried to throw Curtis into the end zone. Unfortunately, he continued more to the left side of the field. If he would have cut that straight upfield as he was making the catch, that would have been 6.
Yeah, don't blink. Here comes Kyle Walsh. Let's see if he can get into the end zone.
8 men in the box for the Wildcats, 1 deep safety. They'll give it to him on the right side. Walsh stood up and brought down at the 3. The goal line defense for the Wildcats doing work.
I am really impressed with that goal line defense, at least for that one.
Yeah. Don't jump the gun here, Matt. They got 3 more plays.
No, I know.
Or 2 more. Sorry, I can't math. Second and goal from the 3. Chicago shifts to a 4-3 look. And Caswell to throw, end zone. Tipped away, incomplete.
Don't go to your bread and butter. I'm not sure I agree with that, but
he was trying to dump it off to Hadley Diamante, the fullback, and Diamante couldn't get his hands around it, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Chicago.
Yeah, those guys don't have the best hands on the planet.
Yeah, the fullback. You're not right, unless you're talking about the ones from Oklahoma City or San Antonio.
Yeah.
Chicago, though, trying to piece together their second goal line stand of the night.
Watch out for the sneak here in this formation.
3rd and goal from the 3. 3:35 left. Caswell high snap will throw. Stands in the pocket. Delivers left side. Caught. Touchdown. T.E. Haynes the 3rd. Out jumps Kanye Rockefeller on the right side.
It's pretty. It's so pretty.
That was a 50-50 ball, and Haynes was able to do it. Look at here. He just does a little out route there. Rockefeller breaks on it, but can't get the hand on it. A great play by Kanye, but he's unable to get the hand on the ball. And Queen City strikes.
Well, they went against the grain, against their normal, and it worked.
I told you, man, you better get your gun license, because this is going to be a shootout. Snap back, kick away. It is through 30-35. Chicago leads Queen City with 3:31 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Still plenty of time for both of these teams to make their mark on the game.
Class. It wouldn't be an SFL game without a close one. Come on now.
Shan Varner, the newcomer, trying to take on Eric Barkley.
He wants that playoff spot bad.
Win and you're in for the Wildcats, and so far they are in the lead. Return from Barnes down the left side. Barnes will get piled up and taken down at the 32.
No sweet spin that time, but still a solid return.
Eric Barkley, 4 championships to his name for the Queen City Corsairs, so far having an incredible year at 8-1.
Does he hang out with Belichick?
I would assume so. I mean, what else would you do if you're an SFL champion? Or, excuse me, 9-1. Sorry, heading into week 11 here. Handoff, Hawkins, right side, through the line. Hawkins through a tackle, and he'll get to the 44. A strong run from Dion Hawkins to start this drive.
Definitely a nifty piece of running there by Hawkins. Jump starting that drive.
Hawkins not necessarily known for his power, but he was able to put one man to the turf right there. That's a linebacker.
See ya. Get down, son.
Yeah, the referee was having trouble getting out of the way. From the 44, a new set of downs for the Wildcats. E.T. King will head to the line, the former Tallahassee Pride. This is going to be who wants it more, Matt. They're going to put everyone on the line except for Hawkins.
Screen, maybe. Let's see.
There is the toss out to Hawkins on the right side. Hawkins will fight forward for 9 7/8 of an inch, and it'll be 2nd and short.
That's when you want to run that play where everyone's just crowded in and you got that wide open flat area to throw to, and then just make the most of it.
Michael Spurgeon was the one that was able to stand him up, but not before he could pick up a good chunk of yardage.
Now this sets you up for a wide variety of plays in your playbook.
2nd and inches. They're going to go with the same formation. Queen City showing blitz up the middle. Looks like they might protect one of the ends better. That one to Hawkins. He's fighting through the first tackle and steps out of bounds for the first down.
I was about to say, I hate that play. They're a little more spread out. You're throwing to the short side of the field.
Yeah,
But Hawkins made it work, so.
Queen City schemed for that one really well, and I thought it was going to be a loss, but Hawkins was able to break that one. A spectacular play from him.
He wants to go back to the playoffs, too. He's used to being there with Houston.
Yeah, no doubt. King under center. Hawkins spelled off to the right. 2 receivers on the top of the screen. No one down to the bottom here. And King will throw under pressure. He fumbles the ball. Ball's on the turf. It'll bounce around and still free. And it looks like Chicago recovers it.
Well, thank goodness for that. That could have been, I mean, it was a disaster, but it could have been so much worse.
Koa Kaleo, the defensive end, comes around and bats the ball out, and that will make it 2nd and 22. But luckily, King has no problem with throwing the deep ball in this game.
Kaleo is a name we haven't called much, but he made his presence felt there.
King to throw. Quick dump there to the open man. Will be able to make it 3rd and 12.
I actually really like that play because it sets you up for 3rd and manageable situation. At least much more manageable than 3rd and 22.
Yeah, Brandon now made the catch. It'll be 3rd and 12. From the 48, King is in the shotgun.
A man after my own heart.
5 receivers split out. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom of the screen. Queen City will bring 4. Under pressure, King delivers. Left side caught. Touchdown, Alex Zeli! What a throw and catch, and Chicago continues to extend their lead and keep Queen City at arm's length.
And it just beats the corner. Nice throw, and you can just jog in.
Alex Zeli's 2nd touchdown of the game as he extends the lead to 11 with an extra point coming with 1:07 left in the 3rd.
Like I said, a man after my own heart, just chucking that ball. No fear.
Fling it and see what happens. That's my motto.
Yep. Sometimes you throw 8 picks, sometimes you throw 8 touchdowns. Oh.
Poor snap. Kick is away. It's 42-30. Chicago repositions themselves back in the lead by 12 with 1 minute and 7 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And we still got a whole 4th quarter ahead of us, Matt.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's not over by a long shot.
In theory, both of these teams could get to the 50 burger if we're not careful.
I hear they taste delicious.
I believe they do. The kick is away, and the return will come from Blue out across the 25. Blue will get stood up there and get nothing more to the 27. 1st down, Corsairs.
I have no idea what Queen City's going to do. Every time I say they run the ball, they throw it, and when they say they should throw it, they run it. So I don't know what they're going to do here.
You still got plenty of time. I think you got to feed Walsh more. 105 yards is not nearly enough for him.
No.
He's
5 yards, I think you take that on any defense.
Yeah. They will go ahead and give it to him. He's got a big blocker out in front of him. Got 2. Breaks 1 tackle down the left-hand sideline. Barnes will put him down at the 45. And those runs always frustrate me because that big man in front of him should have taken on Barnes or one of the other guys who was in front of Walsh.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here and see what kind of blocking we see.
See,
the initial blocking. Yeah, 76. No,
he just kept running. He missed Hamrack. He missed Barnes. He missed the linebacker that Walsh had to put down. See, look at him. He's going to run right to me. There he is.
He just made him the touchdown sign. He wanted to get
right. It always kills me. 1st and 10 from the 45. Time continues to roll here in the 3rd quarter. 4-3 look for Chicago. Strong ISO. They'll give it to him on the right side. Walsh up the gut, and Walsh will pick up 5.
Another healthy gain. Walsh looking a little slow after that long run. They might pass here to give him a break, but you never know.
They might let it run to the end of the quarter.
That's smarter yet.
10 seconds to go to get the play off. They're at the line, so they might as well snap it. Might as well see what you can get here on 2nd and 5, right?
I might try to just draw him off.
They'll hand it to him. Walsh on the right side. Hendershot cuts him down. Clint Hendershot has been all over the field, and he's able to cut Kyle Walsh down there at midfield.
He blew him up. They should have waited.
At the half, at the end of the third quarter, 42-30. Queen City trailing Chicago 42-30, a 12-point difference, 11 minutes on the clock, so Queen City, in theory, just needs a little over 1 point per minute, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Wait, that's not how football works. 3 down linemen for the Wildcats. Walsh spelled off to the right side. 2 receivers top of the screen. Caswell delivers, incomplete.
That's unfortunate. I think if they waited for the quarter to end before running that play with Walsh, give him a little rest, I think they would have gotten, 3 or 4 more yards out of it, but he was just running on empty.
That throw was off target. Looked like he tried to lead blue a little bit. And Queen City's going to have to punt it away to this potent Chicago Wildcats offense.
Yeah, they're breathing fire right now on.
Ooh, Chicago almost gets there. Kick gets away, and the return will come out from the 15 to the 19.
Yeah, Barnes, hang on to the ball. Just hang on to the ball, buddy. Neither team wants a turnover like that right now.
And with 10:49 to play in the fourth, we might start seeing the Deion Hawkins show, despite the good game he's already had to this point.
Let's see if Kaleo and Rosa can get some pressure on the quarterback or the running back tackling him behind the line.
Here goes Hawkins, right side, no gain.
Don't cross the cross.
Alex Cross coming up on the left side, shuts down Hawkins for a loss. And now it's going to be 2nd and 10.
It's not easy running against this defense. They got so many guys in their front 7.
From the 19, time continues to roll. And King will drop to throw. Good protection, delivers, left side, Shan Varner first down, and he's out of bounds at the 37.
Nice catch by Shan. Queen City just stunted everyone to one side, and then there's some guys in some DTs dropping back in a zone.
And the big boy, Shan Varner, gets a catch. With 10:15 in the fourth, time is frozen, but Chicago will head up to the line and start it right on back up.
Queen City shouldn't get too fancy here on defense. Just rush the passer. Straight up.
Handoff King, left side, King handed it off to Hawkins, and Hawkins got plowed in the backfield. Michael Spurgeon in on the tackle.
Just keep contained on the running back.
2nd and 11. King delivers. Hawkins off the right side. Won't get there. A nice open field tackle will set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a nice call by Chicago. I was looking at that play thinking screen. Looking down at Queen City, they had no one in that area again. That flat was open.
Third and 1 from the 46. 9 minutes to play. They'll give it to Hawkins. He won't get there. Oof. A nice stand by Queen City, and they're going to get the ball back.
Here we go again. Fasten your seatbelts.
Fourth and 1. The punter stands on the 31-yard line. He will receive the snap and kick. Blue will retrieve it at the 17 and will bring it out to the 19, and that is where Caswell will lead the team back on the field for a new set of downs.
Dangerous there by Blue. A fair catch might have been safer for him, but he does hang on to the ball.
Greg Corky is shaming me in the chat.
At least I'm safe.
Don't say that. They'll come after you next. 4 receivers split out for Caswell. Walsh in the backfield. Caswell, quick throw, delivers, and it's caught for a 6-yard pickup there to Chris Curtis.
Man's got stickum on his hands. Better check him after the game. That was a hard hit he took.
Able to hold on as it looks like Sioux Falls has tied the game in the fourth quarter with 23 seconds left at 24. Alaska and Sioux Falls doing battle on the other SFL network. Walsh up the middle will pick up the first down. A nice carry, and A.J. Barnes lays the hit to him.
Made something out of nothing there. Didn't look like too much, but with Walsh, all he needs is a little crease and he could go.
First and 10 from the 31. 7.5 minutes to play here in the fourth. 3 receivers to the top of the formation. And they'll give to Walsh up the middle. Walsh is able to pick up 5 to the 36.
This is all fine and dandy. That clock's ticking, and it's not panic time yet, but I'd be a little more urgent perhaps at this point of the game.
Caswell under center. Chicago showing blitz. Quick drop, delivers down the seam, and it's caught there. Chris Curtis again. He'll make it to the 49 of Chicago as they cross midfield.
If I'm Queen City, that's where I'm looking. In the middle of that defense, there seems to be a spot in the zone that you can just sit in. Look at that.
Lots of open field. Maurice Spurgeon on the tackle, along with A.J. Barnes.
Throw right between Royale there. He was kind of backing up a little bit, but not deep enough.
3 receivers split out. Chicago backing way off, trying to protect the deep routes. Caswell will hand off to Walsh up the middle. Walsh picks up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
That's not the worst strategy in the world because, you're preventing the big play. You'll take these, 6-yard runs and the clock just keeps ticking.
6 minutes to play here in the fourth. 4-3 look from the Wildcats. They'll drop another man down into the box. And they'll give to Walsh, right side. Walsh will get flattened. Despin Rael on the tackle. And he is slow to get up.
Great job by Chicago's run defense. They've been very solid. Nothing spectacular, but just solid.
Getting the job done. 3rd and 3. This is a pivotal down. 4-down territory, do you think, Matt?
It's close. We'll have to see at the end of this play.
Caswell to throw. Out route. Got him. First down. Nice throw and catch. T.E. Haynes III, always reliable, makes the grab for the first down.
See, I never had to say one way or the other.
Alaska and Sioux Falls going to overtime, it would appear.
Whew.
Intriguing in the Western Conference, as Matt, I'm sure you're sweating in the booth here with me.
Yeah, a little bit. Doesn't get any better than the SFL, though.
No doubt, and this game could be heading to quite the wild ending as well. Caswell in the shotgun runs right up the gut, and there's room, and he's going to go down there. Clint Hendershot laid a huge hit to him at the 33. But
Caswell? Okay.
Caswell, a solid run there for 5 as all of the Queen City faithful held their breath as AJ had to pick himself up off the turf.
They're starting to get that little tent ready on the sidelines, but he's fine. Don't worry.
I love that tent. They cook s'mores in there, right?
So I've heard. Cameras can't get in there.
Caswell to take the snap. Walsh up the middle is stood up and pulled back to the 33. It'll be 3rd and 5, and now Queen City is in hurry-up mode. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Caswell's 5-step drop, pumps once, delivers down the middle. Caught! T. Haynes III to the 14.
There's that middle of the field again. That's where I'd keep throwing it. If they're going to throw, work the middle.
Walsh is the lone man in the backfield, and Caswell to throw again under pressure. Backs up, tried to dump it off to Walsh. Walsh got distracted by a lineman, and I don't necessarily hate that play as it stops the clock.
Is that grounding? I don't know.
No, Walsh was right there, and he was outside of the tackle box, and holy crap. A.J. Levy, a 100-yard kick return touchdown on the first play of overtime. Sioux Falls wins 31-24.
No comment.
Caswell under center, 3 receivers split out. Caswell one-step drop, moves up in the pocket, down he goes. A sack for the Wildcats will make it 3rd and 12. Caswell calling plays from the Chicago side of the field, might be concussed. Caswell to throw again, moves up, shifts in the pocket, delivers, batted away, Espen Rael, and that incompletion is going to bring up 4th and 12.
Yeah, they might want to get him under the tent. I think he was throwing it to the wrong team.
You got to go for this because the field goal would make it a 9-point game, and you don't really have the chance to have 2 more possessions.
No out routes here. You got to go to the middle of the field.
4th and 12. Got to go to the end zone. Caswell under pressure. He's sacked! The Wildcats front 4 gets to him and takes over on downs. It's Andy White.
Man, they were bringing the heat. Once they went 2 minutes, the Castle was not having a happy time in the pocket.
3:56 left in the 4th. Chicago takes over on downs at their own 25, and they're going to go heavy set with Hawkins. Watch the screen right here to the top. Oh, they'll go to the bottom. Oh, and King goes down. He pumped once. He looked down the field before checking over to Hawkins, who looked like he was looking for the screen, and the miscommunication results in a loss of 6.
Can't do that. Can't go backwards.
Well, as long as he stays in bounds, the clock keeps rolling. I don't know why you can't go backwards, Matt.
Well, you just don't want to take those hits. Bad things can happen.
Could have been worse. Could have thrown a pick. 2nd and 16 from the 18. They will put 1 wide receiver on the field. 4 down linemen for the Corsairs. Down to 2 seconds. They'll give it to Hawkins up the left side. Hawkins trying to make up some of that room, and he'll pick up another 5 or 6 yards to make it 3rd and 9.
A nice gain there by Hawkins. Now, you assume they run the ball, and he could get 9 yards. He's pretty fresh still. Even if they don't, they can wind this down to pretty much the 2-minute warning anyway.
Yeah, time continues to roll. Queen City does still have all their 3 timeouts, so we are not necessarily out of the woods here.
And it looks like they're going to throw.
King in the shotgun. Hawkins off to his left. 3 down linemen for Queen City. King, low snap, throws down the middle, caught! Alex Zeli down the seam, moves the ball to the 46. And ice in his veins, Alex Zeli continues to put on a show in front of the Chicago faithful.
Really surprised they threw that ball, but heck of a throw by King.
He threw it just in the nick of time as the blitzing outside linebacker was about to hit him, and finds the one open man, Alex Zeli, able to take it to the 46. It'll now be a 1st down, and they're going to let this one roll to the 2-minute warning.
And now I predict Hawkins. They should.
2 minutes to play in Chicago, 42-30. The Wildcats lead the Queen City Corsairs on a night where a win sends the Wildcats to the playoffs. Handoff, Hawkins, right side, wrestled down at the 44. Queen City puts their first time out to good use.
Long way to climb back, but first things first, got to have them go 3 and out here.
King under center, letting the time roll. Will give it to Hawkins on the right side. Hawkins smack down. Avery King lays the hit to him, and another timeout is used with 1:53 left in the 4th.
That's a key hit from King because it looked like he would have gotten 2 or 3 more yards, and 3rd and 2 is a little bit more iffy than 3rd and 5 if you're running the ball.
Avery King, the former Skyhawk, might be showing Shan Varner that he's still got some game left in him. I don't know what the off-season conversation was between them. Handoff, Hawkins, left side. Hawkins dancing around, won't get the first down. Queen City opting to use their final timeout, and with 1:49, they're going to get the ball back, as I assume the Wildcats will punt.
Yeah, a little too much dancing from Hawkins there on that play. You just kind of put your foot in the ground and just go forward as much as you can.
So Chicago lines up to punt it away. The Corsairs will get the ball back with about a minute and 42 seconds left. Snap back. Queen City chooses to protect the returner and not go after the kick. It'll bounce at the 4, bounce into the end zone, and Queen City will get the ball at their own 20 with 1:41 left to play.
Well, never say never. Big play, onside kick, recovery. Anybody's game at that point. They're putting Queen City a little bit out of their comfort zone here, having to throw the ball. They got a good day by Walsh, but not an outstanding day.
4 down linemen, 1st and 10. Caswell in the shotgun, 4 receivers split out, will throw. Protected well until he goes down, and that'll be a loss of 8. Queen City is going the wrong way, and A.J. Caswell's given plays to the wrong side of the field. And now a penalty.
What the heck?
I'm not sure what the hell's going on.
Somebody offside somehow?
They'll say encroachment. It looks like one of the defenders lined up and bumped a Corsair, so that'll be free yardage back to Queen City. Interesting call there.
Yeah. They weren't exactly set, but what a...
Well, the chat tonight, Matt, is loving the Chicago Wildcats Cleveland Brown uniforms.
Chicago Brown, Cleveland Wildcats? I'm not sure which.
2nd and 13 from their own 17. Caswell will take the snap and drop. He will throw the slant route. It is caught there. A nice grab by Chris Curtis, who shoves a man after the play. And Queen City, with no timeouts, will have to run to the line.
They got to go a little deeper than that.
Yeah, Caswell under center, fires down the middle of the field, caught by Curtis. Chris Curtis down to the 40. He's kind of becoming the man here as he's working on Blake Hamrack up there. Caswell will run him to the line again. Now we're down to 60 seconds to play. Caswell to throw, stands in the pocket, and he's almost sacked, able to get the throw off, and that's an incompletion.
I really think that's been the story of the last 2 drives, just this pass rush from Chicago. Just making Caswell uneasy. And they don't have any non-contract or any contracted defensive linemen, so that's pretty amazing they're getting that much pressure.
Yeah, no doubt. From the 39, it'll be 2nd and 10, 58 seconds left. Caswell is under center. Walsh in the backfield. Caswell drops to throw. Heaves it left side, caught inbounds. Pickup of 5. Time continues to roll as it's getting real short here for Queen City. Caswell drops. Good protection, delivers, and that one's off the hands of Chris Curtis.
Might have lost his stickum on that one. Tough for Queen City.
When it hits you right in the chest like that, you're supposed to bring that one down.
Yes.
42 seconds left in the game. A 4th and 5 that could end it all and send Chicago to the playoffs. Talk about pressure. Caswell's under center, will change the play at the line. 4 down linemen for the Wildcats. Caswell, no drop, takes the snap, delivers down the field, caught! Racing to the end zone is Memphis Blue, touchdown! Queen City Corsairs, it's not done yet!
Get your popcorn ready.
Memphis Blue down the sideline, and it looks like a bust in coverage as Maurice Spurgeon bailed on it, and Rockefeller didn't just follow Blue down the field, as Barnes was the one man over the top for the whole field.
Blue's been like the Wes Welker, the secret end zone weapon.
Now they will try and add the extra point. If they make it, it'll be a 4-point game. You agree with this, Matt, or you think they should go for 2 here?
Yeah, I'd probably go for 2. You got nothing to lose.
Well, if you go for 2, it would cut it to it's a 5-point game. Sorry, excuse me, I didn't do my math right.
Oh, I was relying on the mathematician extraordinaire.
I apologize. My major is not math. So it's a 5-point difference. They're going to need the touchdown, but before that, they're going to need this onside kick. 37 seconds left. Chicago's playoff trip on the line here. Kick is down. It is up in the air. It'll bounce off a Chicago player, but Chicago recovers. Davius Reed able to put his hands to it. That one was close.
Can't ask for a better kick. Just couldn't get their hands on it. Chicago.
Charlie Villanueva was in the area, and Chicago should be able to take knees and wind this one out and head to the playoffs.
Oh, these two teams might meet again.
No doubt. Victory formation is in. Chicago will improve to 8-3. Queen City will fall to 9-2. The second loss for the Corsairs, who have clinched a berth in the Eastern Conference. Their only other loss on the season came to the Tallahassee Pride in Week 2. The first time that the Corsairs have lost since Week 2.
They haven't clinched home field throughout yet, so still some high drama going into the last week of the season as far as seeds.
You are right, they have not, as the Tallahassee Pride are the team that can upend them. They did beat the St. Louis Gladiators tonight 13-10. For everyone here at SFL Nation, Chicago Wildcats get the win 42-37 over the Queen City Corsairs. Matt, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We will see you guys next week.